next to us. Okay, welcome everyone to the Jaguar F-Type convertible. We're here with the P450R Dynamic, and obviously we have the top down as is a little bit rainy today, but I think we're in the perfect in-between type of weather to test this thing out on the roads. Of course, we have rear-wheel drive on this one, 455-ish or 444 horsepower, 8-speed automatic gearbox over here. We have adjustable exhaust, wing options, digital gauge cluster. Of course, we have that popping out air vent over there if you do want to have your air on, heated ventilated seats, as well as heated steering wheel. So a lot of amenities to be driving around with the top down when it is a little bit colder out as well. So let's pop it into drive and head off. We're going to open the exhaust now, but we'll leave it in normal mode, and we'll see what happens when we pop it into dynamic mode in just a little bit. And oh boy, this is actually my first time driving an F-Type ever. It's been on sale for quite some time now, and it's kind of sad that this is going away and Jaguar is going the route of full electrification. So let's reverse out here and enjoy this special vehicle before kind of diving in the depths and details. And it's still incredibly loud. We're gonna pop it into its comfort mode for a second while we're driving around here in town, but it still has that raw, raucous nature and loud sounds that you can get in the F-Type. And it's that 5-liter supercharged AJ V8 that unfortunately is going the way of the graveyard due to Ford's Cologne engine plant being closed, and now JLR is moving towards electrification, as well as the BMW Source 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8. But this machine is still a treat, and I'm very fortunate to still being able to get to drive one of these things with this absolutely gorgeous extended leather interior. We're in a really classic combo here, British Racing Green. This thing has the ability now, with this update, with the quieter exhaust setting, which honestly I think is a good thing, to be that Grand Tourer, that luxury British Grand Tourer, an Aston Martin Vantage Volante alternative, if you so say. It has the exotic looks, the exotic interior. And it still has that ability over 4,000 RPM to rip open those exhausts and let that V8 roar. And we have a lot of fun features in here, which I guess is new to me, but if some of you guys who are very familiar with the F-Type may not be to you, we have the ability to open the exhaust a little bit more often. So we have an exhaust button. We have obviously the active wing back there, which you can adjust at lower speeds, and then you can just press the button and have it open really whenever you want as well. And I love the configurability of this control dial right here on the center console. You have that snow, wet, ice mode for a little bit more enhanced traction. And I have to say, the traction for this rear-wheel drive model is honestly quite impressive. We have, this exhaust is so addicting. We have the torque vectoring by braking on this one, which honestly, the first time I got into this vehicle, it must have been a little bit wet out, because going around just a corner at very low speeds, I heard the brakes kind of squeaking a little bit, which was that torque vectoring by braking at those rear wheels. So it's not a differential style torque vectoring, but I think it still gets the job done at the end of the day. And just general traction management on this vehicle honestly is quite good. You have a 2-stage traction system over here that you can turn off, so it's fully on now. Another traction stage, and you hold it even further, and you can really turn off all the nannies. Automatic emergency braking turns off as well. But I'm gonna miss this thing. I'm really enjoying it. We're gonna head out onto the highway here. It looks like they're filming some stuff too. And we're gonna close the convertible top now, since it's going to be a little bit windy up there. And I want to talk to you guys more about this car, especially how it is on the highway. And I love how it even integrates the, oh, love that sound, the window closing within this one convertible top feature. Surprisingly, not all convertibles, even these days, do that. Now, out here on the highway, how is the Jaguar F-Type to drive? Well, I think this honestly is one of the most best parts of the features of this F-Type is that it has that duality to it. You have the ability now to turn it into a full-on Grand Tourer car, and it does that very well. This chassis has that luxuriousness built into it. You know, it has always had a really high starting price tag, but you're kind of paying for that higher price tag, and you're paying for that higher price tag in the sense of it's a very solid, stiff, but also very comfortable chassis. It feels quiet and luxurious in here, and this top may not be, you know, a metal hard top, but it's very thickly padded, and it has multiple layers and metal beams and supports in it to help it create that sound insulation. Same thing with the windows and the glass. You have that sound insulation effect in here, which is really, really great on the highway. And it also cruises so well. You know, the steering isn't overly twitchy, though you still have some feedback of what's going on to the front wheels. This isn't the most communicative steering on the planet, but it feels very refined. Not ultra heavy, but you have that really nice heft there, that almost natural heft there. So a lot of great points on this. And now, even on the highway, it idles so low. You're in that lower rev range there. You have the ability to actually get surprisingly decent fuel economy. I was able to get like 20 plus mpg on a highway run, which is, you know, think supercharged 5-liter V8. I'm not really thinking efficiency. So it has that capability as well. Well, we'll go over to our infotainment system here. We have our factory setup here being all in dynamics. So our engine, gear shift, steering, and suspension are all in dynamic modes. And if you don't like this full-on dynamic mode and you want some level of customizability, you just pop over your My Setup page and you can turn off and on all the different parameters of this vehicle, or just pop it right back into its regular normal mode and cruise along with the exhaust in quiet or open or you want. You also have 2 stages of traction control on your F-Type, so it goes into traction DSC as well as full traction and dynamic stability control off. That is going to give you a little bit more of a looser driving experience, to say the less. Another great thing about the F-Type is that if you are on the roads and, you know, if it starts raining and you have the ability to, you can actually put the top up very quickly, up to 30 miles per hour, which we will test out right now. So let's put the top up, and I pressed the button the wrong way, but here we go. Pull it up and it will put this top up for you. And the second you go over 30 miles an hour, it will end that operation. So you do kind of have to manage that speed just a little bit, but it does put it up. And it will pull up the windows for you as well if you keep holding the button. Roof is latched and you're ready to head back off onto the roads.